सदा सत्ययोग्यं मुदा क्रीडमानं सुरारीन् हरन्तं जगत्पालयन्तम् अनेकावतारं निजाज्ञानहारं सदा विश्वरूपं गणेशं नमामः। तमो योगिनं रुद्ररूपं त्रिनेत्रं जगद्धारकं तारकं ज्ञानहेतुम् अनेकागमै स्वं जनं बोधयन्तं सदा सर्वरूपं गणेशं नमामः। विकल्पं निराकारमेकं निरानन्दपूर्णं परं निर्गुणं निर्विशेषं निरीहं परब्रह्म गणेशं भजेम। स्तोमहारं जनाज्ञानहारं त्रयीवेदसारं परब्रह्मसारं मुनिज्ञानकारं विदुरे विकारं सदा ब्रह्मरूपं गणेशं नमामः। निजैरोषधि सर्पयन्तं कराभिर्सुरौघ्नकलाभिः सुधास्राविणीभिः दिनेशांशुसन्तापहारं द्विजेशं शशाङ्कस्वरूपं गणेशं नमामः। विकल्पं निराकारमेकं निरानन्दपूर्णं परं निर्गुणं निर्विशेषं निरीहं परब्रह्म गणेशं भजेम। प्रकाशस्वरूपं नमो वायुरूपं विकारादिहेतुं कलाधाररूपम् अनेकक्रियानेकशक्तिस्वरूपं सदा शक्तिरूपं गणेशं नमामः। प्रधानस्वरूपं महत्तस्वरूपं धराचार्यरूपं दिशादिरूपं सत्सत्स्वरूपं जगद्धेतुरूपं सदा विश्वरूपं गणेशं नतास्महे। यदीये मनस्तापयेदन्तियोगे चतुर्थे प्रसन्नो सत्सूर्यबिम्बे विशाले स्थितो पालवेद वयं भामिता सर्वभाग्यानयोगा
I'm so glad to welcome you today to our 2020 Ganesh Chaturthi. My name is Bela, and I will be one of your MCs for this Ganesh Chaturthi.
Hello, Hari Om. My name is Sulsi Jogakar, and I will be another one of your MCs for this morning.
We will start off with Sumana Auntie with opening prayers.
Hari Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं गौनायकं भक्तावासं स्मरे नित्यं आयुः कामार्थसिद्धये प्रथमं वक्रतुण्डं च एकदन्तं द्वितीयकं तृतीयं कृष्णपिङ्गाक्षं गजवक्त्रं चतुर्थकं लम्बोदरं पंचमं च षष्ठं विकटमेव च सप्तमं विघ्नराजं च धूम्रवर्णं तथाष्टमं नवमं भालचन्द्रं च दशमं तु विनायकम् एकादशं गणपतिं द्वादशं तु गजाननं द्वादशैतानि नामानि त्रिसन्ध्या च विघ्नभयं तस्य सर्वसिद्धिकरं प्रभो।
Thank you, Sumna Auntie. Next, we will have a Ganesh story time with Hitesh Uncle and Priyanka Didi.
Hey Rashesh, why are you so quiet? Is everything okay? What happened?
My friends were making fun of me because I wear glasses and they were calling me names.
Oh, is that so? You know, when I was growing up, I had glasses too. And some kids used to make fun of my glasses too. You know, even Lord Ganesha was laughed upon once by Chandradevta. Do you remember that?
Lord Ganesha was made fun of?
Yes, even he was. Now let's remember that story.
Did you know that the moon used to shine brightly throughout the year? Once, when Lord Ganesha was returning from a feast on a Ganesh Chaturti day, he had had a lot of modak, sweets, and all kinds of laddus, and his tummy was full. And he had become too heavy for his little dear mouse, his vehicle. So while they were walking through the woods, they were encountered by a snake. Now the mouse looked at the snake and was frightened, and he shook in fright, and Lord Ganesha slipped off his back. Seeing this sight, the moon in the sky that was shining brightly looked at Lord Ganesha and started laughing. And Lord Ganesha realized that the moon had become very proud of his beauty and his eternal bright light. So then he thought, I think he needs to be taught a lesson in pride and empathy. Then Lord Ganesha looked at him and made him disappear. Looking at this, the gods in the heaven were scared. They thought that now the world is going to be in complete darkness, and they did not know how all the living beings would survive without the moon's light. So they decided to come down to earth and convince Lord Ganesha to give back the moon his light. Now Lord Ganesha narrated them the whole story and told them that he was just playing a game with the moon. the moon had become too proud of his beauty and his eternal moonlight, and needed to realize that all these external characteristics are not permanent and they will wane eventually. And that's the reason why he made him disappear. So the god said, well, but we really need his light to survive. And Lord Ganesha thought to himself as well that, yeah, I agree that we need his light to survive. And so what I'll do is I will bring back his light, but in a way that he gets his light gradually until he becomes complete and full and shines brightly again, only to lose all his light gradually until he disappears completely back in the sky. This is how the moon got its phases.
So Rashesh, did you enjoy the story?
Yeah, I did.
What did you learn from it?
So, basically, the moon could have seen the good in Ganesha, but he chose to see the not so good things.
You know, what happens when you see, moon could have also seen the goodness of Ganesha. Like, for example, Ganesha was very intelligent, but he could have said and commented upon Ganesha and said, oh, you are so intelligent. That's great. Always learn to see the good parts in others, okay? What about was he too arrogant or having pride?
Yeah, he had a lot of pride. Because it was beautiful, he thought that gave him the right to make fun of others.
That's an interesting thing. But remember, all the goodness and the greatness that we have is a gift of God. If we become too proud about what we have, we just lose the beauty from it. How about what can we do different?
We just need to try to see the good in others.
That's a good point. Always look for the goodness in others, and that will make you better and prosperous, because you're trying to make fun of it just makes you feel ugly, because at the end of the day, you might feel happy that you made a joke on somebody, but it doesn't ultimately look good in the broad scheme of things. Okay? So have a great day and don't worry about all these things, okay?
Okay.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Now we will have 1 to 2 simple Ganesh bhajans by Radhika Auntie, Vibhav, and Tejas. I also want to do a quick reminder. Please make sure you are muted with your videos on. If you have any questions, you can chat Ujjwal in the chat. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Radhika.
Hari Om, my name is Sivakumar.
Hari Om, my name is Vaibhav Ganesan.
Hari Om, my name is Tejas Ganeshan. Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Shashi Varnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Vadanam Vyayat Sarva Vigna Upashantiyai.
Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha. 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 Vagisha Sharanam Sharanam Vagisha. 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 Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha. 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 Vagisha Sharanam Sharanam Vagisha. Vagisha Sharanam Sharanam Vagisha 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 Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Ganesha Sharanam Sharanam Ganesha Vagisha Sharanam Sharanam Vagisha Vagisha Sharanam Sharanam Vagisha Ganesh Maharaj ki Jai Jai Ganesh Jai Ganesh Jai Ganesh Deva Jai Ganesh Jai Ganesh Jai Ganesh Deva Mata Jaki Parvati Pita Mahadeva Mata Jaki Parvati Pita Mahadeva Ekadant Dayavant Char Bhujadhari Ekadant Dayavant Char Bhujadhari माथे पर तिलक सोहे मूष की सवारी माथे पर तिलक सोहे मूष की सवारी पान चढ़े फूल चढ़े और चढ़े मेवा पान चढ़े फूल चढ़े और चढ़े मेवा लड्डूवन का भोग लगे संत करे सेवा लड्डूवन का भोग लगे संत करे सेवा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा माता जकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा अंधे को आंख देत कोढ़िन को काया अंधे को आंख देत कोढ़िन को काया भांजन को पुत्र देत निर्धन को माया भांजन को पुत्र देत निर्धन को माया सुबह शाम शरण आए सकल चीज सेवा सुबह शाम शरण आए सकल चीज सेवा माता जकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा माता जकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता जकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा माता जकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा जय गणेश देवा जय गणेश देवा जय गणेश देवा जय गणेश देवा बोलिए श्री गणेश महाराज की जय जय
Thank you so much. Now we will talk about some Ganesh symbolism with Vishwanathan and Vaidyanathan. Also,
Hurry on, I'm Vishwanathan. Hurry on, I'm Vaidyanathan. Hey Vishwanathan, do you remember the story of Ganesha, Kubera, and Shiva? No, I don't remember the story then, but yes. Would you please remind me? So, in this story, Kubera wants to show off his wealth to Shiva. You know what that reminds me of, my lesson? What? The time when you're hungry during Chinmaya at Ganesh Chaturti and you ate your clay Ganesha that you were making? Why did you have to bring it up, Vishwanath? Everyone in Chinmaya mission is going to see this now. Did you know that another name for Ganesha is Vigneshwara? Yeah, I think I heard that somewhere. I'm not sure where. Do you know what it means? It means like the remover of all obstacles, right? Yeah, that's why we pray to Ganesha at the start of every new activity. Yes. Can we try to talk to symbolism of Ganesha? Sure. So the big belly means that he digests and stores all knowledge, right? Yeah. Maybe you need to get a bigger belly. Might help you get a bit, how do I say this, smarter? So the big ears means that he listens more than he speaks. Yeah, and there's a lesson for you there, don't you think? Maybe I do think. So the four hands represents the axe, meaning he cuts attachments, the rope, meaning he pulls us close, the modika meaning he rewards his devotees, and the blessing means that he blesses and protects, right? Right. No, you forgot a few more. The trunk means to discriminate and be efficient. The one task means to evaluate and decide. And finally, the most important one, the mouse means he has an obedient mind, which I wish you had sometimes. You forgot to add a mouse to this Lego Ganesha. Should I get one for you? Sure. There you go. The mouse. A mouse, but like this mouse. Oh, that mouse. Okay. Then you should be pleased with this dude here, right? Yes. Do you know that Ganesha's mouse actually used to be like a demon bad guy? Yeah. Hari Om.
Hari Om Ganesha Shri Ganesha Jai Ganesha Namaha. Om Ganesha Shri Ganesha Jai Ganesha Namaha. Hari Om Ganesha Shri Ganesha Jai Ganesha Namaha. Om Ganesha Shri Ganesha Jai Ganesha Namaha. Hari Om.
So now I would like to say some other symbolisms about Ganesha. First of all, he has a big head to always think out of the box. The broken tusk represents a sacrifice for the pursuit of knowledge. The large stomach peacefully digests also the good and bad in life. His large ears listen to everybody attentively. His big eyes look beyond what you see. And the laddus are rewards of hard work, the sweetest thing of all. The mace he wields is to cut off all bonds of materialistic attachment. Now, thank you again.
Okay, thank you, Tulsi. Next, we will listen to the significance of Ganesh Chaturthi from Swamiji.
Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Om Shri Saraswatye Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Hari Om to everyone. Greetings on this Vinayaka Chaturthi day. Today happens to be Ganesha Chaturthi. It is the time when Lord Ganesh-ji takes the form. You know, in our journey of life, before we arrive into this world, we are in a form which cannot be seen. And even when we are in our tummies of our mother, Our mother carries us for 9 months. Mom and dad are awaiting the day that we take birth, but they don't know what form is going to arrive, what the baby is going to look like, a male baby, a female baby. Now doctors can tell us. So before the form arrives, there has to be a form which exists in the formless state. And that form which we cannot see with our eyes, we cannot even imagine, just because it is not there, it doesn't mean it is not there. It is. It is there in the form of some tendencies, some desires. And these desires, they take shape. So every year, Ganesh-ji arrives and we make these kutti Vinayakas, small Ganesh-jis, and we put a nice elephant head, we put 4 hands, we put a trunk which holds a modaka in one hand, and we also put a little mouse by the feet of Ganesha. This is a symbolic representation of the arrival of the form of intelligence. Anytime we make a decision, anytime when we say yes or when we say no, our intellect from inside guides us. And the guiding faculty is called Vinayaka, the one who leads. Nayaka means a ruler, but the ruler has to know how to rule. So the buddhi rules us. Lord Ganesh-ji is the one who gives us the opportunity to rule our life properly. And the ones who have figured out to rule their life properly, such people are considered to be men of wisdom. Bhagavan Krishna has a special name for these people. He calls them Sthita Prajna. Prajna meaning intelligence. Sthita meaning firmly rooted. You see, Ganesh-ji is always firmly seated. And he's heavy. He's elephant form. So he requires a firm base, but a mind which thinks. That is why sage Vyasa asked Ganesh-ji to transcribe the whole Mahabharata. Vyasa had made a promise. You can only write what you understand. And if you don't understand, you cannot write. So Vyas Bhagavan had to put some things in Mahabharata which were so complicated, so that Vyas Maharshi ji could go away, quickly take bath, get ready, and by that time, Ganesh ji was thinking before writing. Gita is one such episode where Ganesh ji had to think so much. Another thing in Mahabharata where even Ganesh ji had to think a lot, it is known as Vishnu Sahasranam. Each name is powerful. Another thing where Ganesh ji had to think a lot, it is called Vidur Niti. This Vidur ji, whenever he spoke, people had to be alert, because any word that came out of the mouth of Vidur ji was brilliant. It made even Ganesh ji think. And the other thing is called Yaksha Prashna. You know, Yudhishthir, who is the prince, this prince is a prince of Dharma. And he had to intelligently think and answer the questions. And Ganesh-ji has approved these 4 forms of wisdom sprinkled in Mahabharata. Our mind, our intellect, our memory, and our ego, all 4 of them are these 4 things in Mahabharata. It is called Antakarana, and that has to take a form. One is our physical body is a form. Then our intellect, when it takes a proper form, the form of intellect is seen in the actions that we do. Our actions becomes the form of buddhi. If the buddhi is not proper, if the intellect is not proper, actions will not be good. But if our actions are divine, rest assured buddhi is divine. So we make Ganesh-ji out of clay. Our buddhi is also made up of clay. Every day you are making buddhi. Do you know how? With your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner, you are making clay Ganeshas in your mind. You don't know it. Every day, 3 times we make Ganesh-ji. The food that we eat, the very subtle aspect of the food, the body creates a form of buddhi. That's why it is so important we pray, Om Brahmarpanam Brahmavihi, and then we eat. So the food offered into the fire of our stomach can make the form of buddhi. And thus, it is so important we understand the most delightful son of Shiva and Parvati. You know, he has become a symbol of Hinduism throughout the world. But a lot of people don't understand Ganesh-ji properly. They said, oh, he removes the obstacle. How does he remove the obstacle? When our buddhi is proper and knows what to do, no obstacles. And he's the creator of obstacles. How do obstacles happen? When our buddhi, we don't listen to our parents, we don't listen to our teachers, we don't listen to our friends and well-wishers. Rest assured, Ganesh-ji has come as a troublemaker in our life. So, in this way, the form of Ganesha that you are making, imagine it is your buddhi. It is not just some clay. Okay? So, once a year, it is a symbolic representation that the form arrives. And then what we do? We dissolve the form in a body of water. Guess what? This body is 80% water. Every day when you go to sleep, your intellect is dissolved in it. The next day, you have a choice to create a good intellect all over again. So if a bad thought comes, don't worry about it. When you go to bed, it will be dissolved in 80% water of the body. It is the biggest ocean, imagine. And the next day, the intellect will rise, and with his blessings, you will get the special trunk which can pick up even the peanut. Imagine, he can pull the whole banyan tree and pick up a peanut. that is called dexterity of intelligence. So if you have bad thought, if you have done something bad, don't worry about it. When you go to bed, your intellect is dissolved. Next day when you wake up, it rises again. Eat good food, choose good thoughts, and that is called Vinayaka. Hari Om. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Swamiji. Now I just want to ask you guys again about what you did during your Ganesh Chaturthi at home. Anybody want to raise their hands again? Also, what do you know about Ganesha that we haven't mentioned? Okay. So, what do you guys know about Ganesha and how was your Ganesh Chaturthi at home?
Well, yesterday we did the puja and we made the little Ganesha out of the turmeric or something, or not turmeric.
Yeah.
Yeah, turmeric.
Oh, wow. Could you
Yeah, we also made it out of turmeric here, and it was really. We painted it too. We painted it, and yeah, we made it out of turmeric, and we did puja.
That's really cool. Does anybody else want to share?
Wait, did you unmute me?
You heard the story of Ganesh. I heard the story of Ganesh too.
Really? That's really cool. Okay, so Samarth, could you please unmute?
No, somebody else.
I know something about Ganesha that you haven't mentioned here. Ganesha turned Bhashma Asura's son into a statue.
Okay.
I forgot where, but yeah, he did. I read that.
Very cool, Summer. Thanks for sharing. Tulsi, I think we're ready for the next thing. Do you have anything else to share, Tulsi?
No, I don't. Thank you, everybody, for sharing.
Okay, next we will be making clay Ganeshas with Ashrita. And then after we will introduce Ganesh Panchanam with Shruti and Ram Shivaram. And then we will have a 5-step puja to Ganesha. And then we will have Ganesh Visarjan.
Bella, have you made your Ganesha yet?
I have not, no.
Okay, so it looks like everybody's gonna have a chance to make their Ganesha now.
Yes.
Hari Om, everyone. I hope everyone is doing safe and healthy. My name is Ashrita and I'm going to be a freshman this year. And today I'm going to show you how to make clay Ganesha. Just want to say, if you don't have clay, you can use Play-Doh. And if you want, you can print out a Ganesha coloring sheet and you can color in Ganesha's body parts as we go along. Or you can just draw Ganesha as we are making the clay Ganesha. So before we start making the Ganesha, just make sure you have a slab of clay ready and maybe a little bowl of water and a paintbrush and maybe a pen or something sharp, and you should be good. So let's get started.
To start off, we'll be making Ganesha's body. Take a fairly large chunk of clay and roll it into a ball roughly the size of your fist. Press in a little on the sides so that it's slightly shaped like an oval, as shown. Next, we'll be making the legs. To do this, you'll need 2 medium-sized balls, roughly the size of a grape. Once you have your medium-sized balls, roll them into a cylinder or carrot-like shape Next, press one end of each leg into an L shape to make the feet. Once you have your legs, place them around the body and curve them a little. Use water to make sure the legs are attached to the body. You can also use water as needed to smooth out any cracks or bumps in the clay. For the third step, we'll be making the sacred thread. Make a small ball of clay and then roll this into a thin rope or thread. You'll place the sacred thread on the left shoulder and have it loop around down to Ganesha's right hip. Step 4, the necklace. This step will be similar to the previous step. Take a ball and roll it into a thin rope, but not as thin as the previous step. Place your necklace at the top of Ganesha's body, around where the neck would be. To make the pendant, take a small piece of clay and roll this into a circle. Place the pendant at the center of the necklace and use water as needed to make sure these stay in place. Next, we'll be making the hands. Just like how we made the legs, take 2 medium-sized balls and roll them into carrot shapes. For the right hand, you'll bend one end, as before, into an L shape. This is the hand that Ganesha blesses us with. For the second hand, you want the palm to be flat, such as if Ganesha was holding something. He usually holds a bowl with laddus in it. So take a ball of clay and press into the center to make the bowl. And then make 3 smaller balls of clay and place these in the center of the bowl to be the laddus. You can attach your hands to Ganesha's body with water and place the clay bowl with laddus in it on top. Next, we'll be making Ganesha's head. Make a medium-sized ball of clay and roll it into a slightly oval shape. Using water, place this on top of Ganesha's body. To make the trunk, we'll be rolling a ball of clay into the carrot shape like we did for the legs and for the hands. Curve one end like a trunk would be curved. And when you attach the trunk to Ganesha's head, you can position it such that the trunk is going toward the laddus. Step 7, the ears. So Ganesha has the head of an elephant, so he has big ears. We're going to take 2 balls and flatten each one into a triangle shape to make the ears. When you've finished your ears, you can attach them to the sides of Ganesha's head. Step 8, the crown. To make the crown, we will be flattening a piece of clay into a circle. This is the base, and we'll place this on top of Ganesha's head first. Next, we'll take another ball of clay and make this into a cone for the top of the crown. To do this, pinch the tops of the ball into a pyramid as shown. You can add a small little ball to the top of the crown. Now it's time for the finishing details. Using a pencil or a toothpick, you can gently poke holes into Ganesha's head for his eyes. To make Ganesha's tusks, take 2 small bits of clay. One you'll make into a cone shape and place this on his right side. This is the full tusk that Ganesha has. The second tusk will just be a small stub of clay because this was the one that's broken. As usual, you can use water to make sure the tusks and the crown are attached to Ganesha. If you have a paintbrush, you can dip it in water and smooth out any other cracks on Ganesha. Using your pencil or toothpick, you can draw a bindi or vibhuti for Ganesha. Draw 3 straight horizontal lines.
You guys are doing so well. And those of you who don't have your Ganeshas, you can always draw your Ganesha. So many kids are participating. It's so wonderful to see it. Manaswini is ready for the puja. We'll get there soon, Manaswini.
You can also use the pencil or toothpick. Draw on bangles or anklets or other jewelry as you like.
Halakahan, good job. Arya, Rudra. Thanks, Mom, for helping. Tarun's working with his brother. Very nice. They're having so much fun.
Rohan Maru, can you put up your Ganesha? I see that you have your Ganesha ready. There you go. Awesome.
Some of you all are already ready for puja. We will get that started very soon. Let's let our friends finish making their Ganesha and then we can do the puja.
You can also draw on toes and fingers for Ganesha.
Everybody who's done with their Ganeshas, they should hold it up to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Whoa, everybody's looks so good. Good job, everybody.
Ooh, Miraya has really nice Ganesha ready.
Now, for those of you who have your Ganesha ready, maybe you want to collect your flowers and other things that were in the list so that you're ready to do your puja.
And if you're going slower than what we're showing, no problem. You can always check on YouTube, it'll be there, and you can do it slowly again. So don't feel frustrated. You can be patient with it and you can make your Ganesha again. Or you can make it with your friends and families later as well.
And there you have it. Your clay Ganesha is ready for puja.
Did everyone enjoy making their Ganeshas?
I definitely enjoyed watching them. Lalita-ji, did you enjoy watching them?
Absolutely. Brought back memories of when I used to do this with pre-K. So lots and lots of Ganeshas. And I miss it that we are not doing it in person this time, where we used to sit with all our friends in the temple and do these Ganeshas. That is something that I hope we will be able to do next year. So we are looking forward to seeing you all as soon as we are allowed to see each other. Okay?
Yes, Dulcie and I used to do this since we were in pre-K as well. So we've done it for many years now.
Well, we miss having you here, Bella and Tulsi, but at least we get to see you online and everyone can say hi.
Of course, yes. So who wants to show their Ganeshas? Beautiful, Rohan. Very colorful. Nice.
Hold your Ganesha up, Atmik. There you go. Awesome.
Beautiful.
Wow.
And Anushka, do you have one too?
You're still working on hers.
You're working on hers?
Yeah.
Okay. You can take your time. Maybe Atmik can help you, right? You're going to help your sister, right? Okay. Awesome.
Okay, Bella. Oh, I see a Alak and Ahan.
Wow, that's really good. Oh, I love the crown.
Yeah. Thanks for helping, Mom.
Next, we will have Ganesh Panchratnam.
Hari Om, my name is Ram.
Hari Om, I am Shruti.
Mudakaratamodakam sada muktisadakam kaladharavadam sakam vilashilokarakshakam anayakaikanayakam vinashite bhadaityakam nakashubhashunashakam namamitam vinayakam.
Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Parima. Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Lakshmana. Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Parima. Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Lakshmana.
Nate tarati bhikaram nagodhikakabhaswaram namatsurari nucharam natadhikapaduttaram Sureshwaram Nidhishwaram Gajeshwaram Ganeshwaram Maheshwaram Tamashraye Parataram Nirantaram.
Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Parima.
समस्तलोकशङ्करं निरस्तदैत्यकुञ्जरं हरे ददोदरं वरं वरे भवत्रमक्षरं कृपाकरं क्षमाकरं मुदाकरं यशस्करं मनस्करं नमस्कृतां नमस्करोमि भास्वरम् जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्षमा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश पाहिमा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्षमा अकिंचनातिमाजनं चिरन्तनोक्तिभाजन पुरारिपूर्वनन्दनं सुरारिगर्वचर्वनं प्रपञ्चनाशभीषणं धनञ्जयादिभूषणं कपोलदानवारणं भजे पुराणवारणम् गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश वायुमान् जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्षमा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश पाहिमान् जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्षमा नितान्तकान्तदन्तकान्तिमन्तकान्तकात्मजम् अचिन्त्यरूपमन्तलीन मन्तराय कीर्तनं हृदन्तरे निरन्तरं वसन्तमेव योगिनां तमेकदन्तमेव तं विचिन्तयामि सन्ततम् जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश पाहिमान् जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्षमा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश पाहिमान् जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्षमा महागणेश पञ्चरत्नमादरेण योन्वः प्रजल्पति प्रभातके हृदि स्मरन् गणेश्वरम् अरोगतां दोषतां सुसाहितीं सुपुत्रतां समाहितायुरष्टभूतिमभ्युपैति सोचिरत् समाहितायुरष्टभूतिमभ्युपैति सोचिरत् जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश पाहिमान् जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्षमा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश पाहिमान् जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्षमा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्षमा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्षमा
Okay, so now we will be doing the 5-step puja.
Hari Om, everyone. Welcome to Ganesha Chaturti Online. I know that I would have loved for all of you all to be here today to welcome all of you to Chidman Mission, as today is our first day of Balavihar, though it is open to everyone online and on YouTube right now. It is important that we start off the year, whether it's virtual or in person, with Ganeshji's blessings. And I'm part of the summer camp teaching kindergartners. And I guarantee you they know how to do a Ganesha puja, 5-step puja, but like the back of their hands, because we have done so many pujas. And that's the most beautiful thing about seeing the nice things even in difficult times. Nobody wanted to get stuck at home this summer, but because we were home and didn't have a choice, we got to learn so many new things. We got to interact online with new people and learn from them as well. And I've learned a lot from my kindergartners this summer, including that they can be experts at puja. So today we've sent you all a 5-step puja vidhi. If you don't have it, don't worry, just follow along with me. If you have your clay Ganeshas ready after making them with us, go ahead and set it up and do your puja to the clay Ganesha. If you don't have your clay Ganesha, don't worry. Take a picture or a vigraha of Ganesha in your home, put it in front of you, and do Manasika Puja. Manasika Puja means that you're doing puja with all of your heart, right? You may not have everything you need, but you're asking Bhagwan for forgiveness and saying, please accept whatever I have, even if it is my love and my thoughts that I put at your feet. So don't worry if you don't have everything. Take a seat, if you have your plate, you can put that in front of you. Put your vigraha or your picture in front of you and get your kumkumam, chandan. Kids, I'm sure your parents have it in your puja room, so you can go grab a little bit. Be careful. And if you have any flowers, just 1 or 2 is enough. If you have more, that's great, but we don't want to pluck too much. And any food that you want to give Bhagwan, because it's Bhagwan, it's Ganesh-ji, and we already heard so many stories about him. He loves to eat. So make sure you have, even if you don't have a full meal, at least some nuts or some fruits that you can offer Bhagwan. Some of you are offering him a nice feast. I feel really hungry just watching all of those things there. Excellent. Yummy. Okay. So, and if you have akshatas, you can go ahead and get that. Akshatas are yellow rice. It's uncooked yellow rice. If you don't have it, don't worry. I'm reiterating the list that we sent out. And then, of course, if you have dhupam or incense sticks, you can use it only if you have your parents around. If your parents are not around you, then go ahead and just use the akshatas or the uncooked yellow rice for that part. And finally, make sure you have a deepam, which is a diya. Only if you have your parents around. If your parents are busy, then you can use your electric diya, which I'm sure you guys have had in your attic for Diwali. You can use that. It's so good to see some of you are just sitting by yourself doing this puja with us, and some of you are with your whole family and you're teaching them how to do puja. Good, excellent. Now I think we are ready to get our puja started. And whenever we start a puja, we have to invite Bhagavan, and we all like to be complimented, right? So we're gonna compliment Ganesh-ji with a dhyana shlokam, and we can get started with our puja. So everyone knows this shloka. If you don't, I'll say it very slowly and you can repeat after me if that helps, okay? So for this puja, we're gonna have Ravi-ji, who is currently at the Chinmaya Sundaram temple, and he's gonna be doing the puja and showing us and doing it with us. So we're lucky to have that. And Lalita-ji will be spotlighting him intermittently, so you can watch the puja, follow along with Ravi-ji. So first we'll do Vakratunda Mahakaya. So fold your hands together. It's okay if you have clay on it. Okay. And sit up straight. Very good. And we'll get started. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. We're complimenting Bhagavan because he's the one that makes sure all the obstacles in our lives are taken away, and he helps us continue with strength and move forward. So we just did our Dhyana Shlokam. Next, we want to decorate Bhagavan, right? All of you all look so beautiful, decorated, wearing nice clothes. Ganesh also looks very nice. We're going to decorate him with some gandham, which is turmeric paste, or kumkumam if you have kumkumam. Very good. You can see Raviji is showing that to us. So gandham, kumkumam, whatever you have, you can use it. Thank you, Raviji. And repeat after me and place the gandham and kumkumam on Ganeshji at your home. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha.
Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha.
Gandham Samarpayami.
Gandham Samarpayami.
Very good. Very good. And try to use your ring finger to put the kumkumam and the gandham on Bhagavan and not your pointer. You can hold it like Raviji is showing you. Use your ring finger and hold it and put the kumkumam and gandham on Bhagavan. Very good. Now, we want to keep complimenting Bhagavan. I know you guys can never have enough compliments, right? So, we are going to do 27 names of Shri Ganesha. So I will start and then you all will repeat along with Raviji. So you will be repeating along with Raviji and it's just 27 names. Now, while we're doing the 27 names, you're going to take some flowers or some akshata, whatever you have, and offer it to Ganeshi from your heart. And if you don't have anything, you can just pretend you have flowers, take it close to your heart and offer it to Ganeshji. So you can even have some rose petals like Raviji is showing us. So just small petals and offer your love. So we'll get started with that. With the first name. Om Gajananaya Namaha.
Om Gajananaya Namaha.
Om Ganadhyakshaya Namaha.
Om Ganadhyakshaya Namaha.
Om Vighnarajaya Namaha.
Om Vighnarajaya Namaha.
Om Vinayakaya Namaha.
Om Vinayakaya Namaha.
Om Dvematuryaya Namaha.
Om Dvematuryaya Namaha.
Om Dvimukhaya Namaha.
Om Dvimukhaya Namaha.
Om Pramukhaya Namaha.
Om Pramukhaya Namaha.
Om Sumukhaya Namaha.
Om Sumukhaya Namaha.
Om Kritne Namaha.
Om Kritne Namaha.
Om Supradapayaya Namaha.
Om Supradapayaya Namaha.
Om Supradipaya Namaha.
Om Supradipaya Namaha.
Om Sukhanidhaye Namaha.
Om Sukhanidhaye Namaha.
So that was 11 names, and now we're going to continue with the rest of the names, and we're going to go a little bit faster. Now you guys are used to it, okay? Om Suradhyakshaya Namaha.
Om Suradhyakshaya Namaha.
Om Suragnyaya Namaha.
Om Suragnyaya Namaha.
Om Mahaganapataye Namaha.
Om Mahaganapataye Namaha.
Om Manyaya Namaha.
Om Manyaya Namaha.
Om Mahakalaya Namaha.
Om Mahakalaya Namaha.
Om Mahabalaya Namaha.
Om Mahabhalaya Namaha.
Om Hirambaya Namaha.
Om Herambhaya Namaha.
Om Lambajatharaya Namaha.
Om Lambajatharaya Namaha.
Om Hrasvagratvaya Namaha.
Om Hasvagrevaya Namaha.
Om Mahodaraya Namaha.
Om Mahodaraya Namaha.
Om Madoktaya Namaha.
Om Madoktadaya Namaha.
Om Mahaviraya Namaha.
Om Mahadiraya Namaha.
Om Mantrine Namaha.
Om Mantrine Namaha.
Om Mangalaswaraya Namaha.
Om Mangalaswaraya Namaha.
Om Pramadhaya Namaha.
Om Pramadhaya Namaha.
Om Prathamaya Namaha.
Om Prathamaya Namaha.
And now we'll do the final one. And we'll say, Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha.
Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha.
Pushpani Samarpayami.
Pushpanin Samarpayami.
So offer your last flower to Bhagavan and ask him for forgiveness if we mispronounced any of his names. And have him please accept everything we've offered. Next, we'll do the dhupam, which is the incense sticks. So if you have the incense sticks with you, you can do it with Raviji. If not, or if you don't have parents to help you around, you can use the akshatas. The akshatas are the uncooked yellow rice. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha.
Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha.
Dhupam samarpayami.
Dhupam Samarpayami.
Very nice. Good job. Everyone's following along with their vigrahas. The next step is going to be the deepam. So the deepam, you can use a diya or you can use your electric tea light. Very nice, Nalin. Very nice. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha.
Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha.
Deepam samarpayami.
Deepam Samarpayami.
At this point, take your deepam and go around Bhagavan. Go around Bhagavan 3 times. Show him this light. And you can ask Bhagavan to make sure you are as bright as this light that you're showing him. Very good. Very nice. The Bhatt family is doing dhupam and deepam. Very nice. Then we're going to have to give Bhagavan something to eat. He's still hungry. So find your naivedyam. Some of you have bananas, apples. You have so many nice things. I see Sri Krishna. And you can offer even if you have nuts or even if you have a little bit of sugar, you can offer that too. Just give Bhagavan something, right? Okay, so please repeat after me. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha.
Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha.
Naivedyam samarpayami.
Naivedyam Samarpayami.
Very good. I see Shetoji's family is offering some apples to Bhagavan and Ganesh-ji. Very nice. Okay, So that is the end of our puja, and so many of you all were doing with your family. We haven't had a chance to spotlight all of you. I see Radhikaji's family doing their puja, and they have modakas for Vinayaka. Very nice, yummy. And they have nice, pretty flowers that they've given to Ganesh-ji. So this is the end of our puja, and hopefully Ganesh-ji accepts all of our prayers. He blesses us to have a wonderful year ahead, a year of prosperity, a year of health, of safety, and being with our loved ones, laughing and smiling. So ask Bhagavan for that, and ask for strength to get past anything that happens in life. Thank you. So now we will finish with the puja, and Bela and Tulsi, I think we're ready for the next step. Hari Om.
Thank you, Suchita ji. Next, we will have our Ganesha Visarjan by the Jatla family and Patel family.
So for the Visarjan, you all just did your puja, so don't run outside and try to do the Visarjan immediately. Let Bhagavan rest after eating, right? You guys, sometimes we take a nap after we eat, things like that. Maybe Bhagavan wants to take a nap, so you don't have to do your Visarjan immediately. You can wait and do your Visarjan after some time. With the rest of your family, you can go outside and do it. This is something that our families have already shown us, so we see how it's done. All right. Now we are ready.
पायी घागुऱ्या वाजती, पायी घागुऱ्या वाजती, पायी घागुऱ्या वाजती, पायी घागुऱ्या वाजती.
नाचत नाचत आले गणपती,
नाचत नाचत आले गणपती,
नाचत नाचत
नाचत नाचत नाचत नाचत आले गणपती. पायी घागुऱ्या वाजती, पायी घागुऱ्या वाजती, पायी घागुऱ्या वाजती.
अंगी शेंदुराची उठी, अंगी शेंदुराची, अंगी शेंदुराची, अंगी शेंदुराची उठी.
माथा शोभतसे किरीटी, माथा शोभतसे किरीटी.
केशर कस्तुरी ललाटी, केशर कस्तुरी ललाटी.
हाती मोदकाची वाटी, हाती मोदकाची वाटी, हाती मोदकाची, हाती मोदकाची, हाती मोदकाची वाटी.
नाचत नाचत आले गणपती,
नाचत नाचत आले गणपती,
नाचत नाचत
नाचत नाचत नाचत नाचत आले गणपती. पायी घागुऱ्या वाजती, पायी घागुऱ्या वाजती, वाजती, पायी घागुऱ्या वाजती. तुका म्हणे पाही पाही, तुका म्हणे पाही पाही, विठ्ठल गणपती तुझा नाही, विठ्ठल गणपती तुझा नाही. विठ्ठल 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 विठ्ठल
गणपती 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 गणपती,
विठ्ठल 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 विठ्ठल
गणपती 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 गणपती,
विठ्ठल Vittala Vittala
Ganapati Ganapati
Vittala Vittala
Ganapati Ganapati
Vittala
Ganapati
Vittala
Ganapati
Vittala
Ganapati
Vittala.
That will be all for this morning. Next are just a few announcements.
Hari Om, everybody. And Bella and Tulsi, thank you for your energy and your big smiles this morning. You kept us all awake and energized. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all our Bal Vihar families for coming together and helping us get off to a great start to our Bal Vihar year and to a school year in the midst of a kind of a challenging time for all of us. Most of you know me, but for all of our new families, my name is Jyotsna, and I am one of the Bal Vihar Sevaks who tries to keep our Bal Vihar program running. And I would like to welcome you all to our Bal Vihar 2020-21 year. And thank you again to all of our wonderful families for making the celebration so special for all of us, for taking the time to put together your program and sharing your celebration with all of us. Thank you so much. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Did you all enjoy it? Yes? Can I see a show of hands, please? Wonderful, awesome. Ganesh Maharaj ki jai. Okay, we are off to a start now, right? So now that we have Lord Ganesha's blessings, I think we're all ready to start the school year with confidence and with strength and courage, knowing that, you know, it's going to be a challenging year, but with Ganesha's blessings, we can face everything and come through stronger than before, right? Okay, so all of you are ready to get back to Bal Vihar. So what is the plan? That's what you must be thinking. So next Sunday, which is August 30th, at the same time that we met today, which is 9:30 a.m., bright and early, we will have our Bal Vihar open house. And open house is where all their families, both parents and kids, will get to meet your teachers for the year and you know, get to know them, and they will have a chance to get to know you. Our Bal Vihar Sevak teachers, all volunteers, have been working very hard through the summer to prepare for this year. You know, it's a challenging time for them too. They're all parents and they have full-time, a lot of them have full-time jobs and families to take care of, but they have taken the time to sit in on various trainings and try to figure out how to make this a fun and interesting year for all of our Bal Vihar kids. And they're very excited and eager to share all their plans with all of our families so we can make this a fun year despite it being a virtual year, right? It's just going to be a different year. And you know what the good thing is about being different? When we look back, it will stick out and we will remember everything that happened because it's different from everything else. So please do come next Sunday and join us for our Bal Vihar open house, 9:30. Zoom links will be emailed to all families that have registered by then. So if you have not taken the time to register, please do that right now. If you are a new family or a family that's kind of wondering, I'm not sure I can do Bal Vihar this year, I'd like to try it out first. No worries, we do have that option for you. You can still attend our Bal Vihar open house and find out more. And you can sign up to attend a trial class in September. So all of September, you will have the opportunity to sit in on a trial class and try it out and see whether you like it. But in order to sit in on a trial class and to attend open house, we ask you to please fill out an interest form on our Bal Vihar registration website. So we have your email address and contact information to email you the Zoom links. So there is an interest form. It's on the Bal Vihar registration page on the Chinmaya Mission Austin website. So please just fill in your information and you will get the Zoom links. What else do we have to tell you? I think that's all that we have for you in terms of Bal Vihar announcements, but we have more announcements coming up, so don't sign off yet. We look forward to seeing all our families back in Bal Vihar, and we look forward to welcoming new families and to see our Chinmaya Sundaram family grow bigger through the year. Hari Om and thank you.
My name is Komal. I work with Jyotsna as a Bal Vihar Sevak as well. And so I have some language announcement, but before that, I want to say thank you all for coming and joining the Zoom and YouTube link. It's so wonderful to see you all making Ganesha and Ganesh Chaturti spirit alive in us, even though we're not together, but virtually we're together. So thank you everyone for coming and joining. And so I have some language announcement. Hindi is going to have open house next week as well on August 30th. And it's from 11:30 to 12:30, and it's open to everyone to figure out if it is the right program and what they have to offer. So please join the Hindi open house. And we post all these details on our weekly mailer. And if you're new to Chinmay Mission, please subscribe to our mailer list because you'll be getting all the detail for Hindi, how to log in, where are the Zoom links. So please make sure, if you haven't signed up for Monday mailer, please do subscribe for Monday mailer on our website. And we look forward to seeing you to a new year of Balvihar. Next week is open house, like Jyotsna said. So we'll all see you next week. Hari Om.
Thank you all for joining us on Ganesh Chaturthi Puja Day. And as you saw, this was over a month in the making. We had all of our families contribute videos. We had all the chicks. Ujjwal, Apurva, Jignesh help edit it. Of course, Bela and Tulsi to help MC it. This is our Chinmaya family. It is home video style. We do what we can and we try to put things together and share as much love as we can and with whatever resources we have. So we're going to end with closing prayers. I know we're a little over time. And after closing prayers, I will close the YouTube session out, but I see some hands up. So I'll go ahead and talk to some of the kids that are on the call. I'd love to chat with them. So we'll do closing prayers now. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.